you know what you're starting? But you sure we got the clue how that this we go. Don't you know? No more art. And as I look to the horizon, not a cloud, but then stormy weather's go too cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere. All around you is not what you foretold. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done but the time it hit you, you're not surprised. Think you got your game planned out. Do it deep, get 'em 2 steps ahead, yeah. So step into my way, stand out. It's a trap, one more step and you're dead. Why just a little second ago with blue sky, but now lightning struck your last result. It's not an accident that no one hears you cries as your last dream seems to desert. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done but the time it hit you, you're not surprised. I'm coming for you. My game's always the best of mine. You're spanning but the net you didn't catch it in time. Just ignore. I don't want to hear how long living for. There's no chance for peace. I'm trouble.
Alright, what's up everyone? OJ over here from PlayerEssence. Welcome back to another OJ stream. Today we got a big show for you guys because there was a ton, and I mean a ton of new gaming news for today dropped. It was pretty crazy earlier today. I took myself a nice little nap, so I'm feeling good and rested for tonight because we're going to be playing with the hero in Super Smash Brothers. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're also going to talk about Switch sales. We're also going to discuss lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff is going to be going down. Shout outs to, I think Ipsters did a $5 donation, but it was like right as we did our transition. So for some reason it didn't pop up. Let me, okay, no, it did, but it decided to be stupid. It decided to be dumb. So let's go, let's get this fixed. Oh gosh, look at that. All right, alert box is acting stupid. So let's go ahead and let's add a new one. And then let's get Ipster's donation up on the screen. Oof. Yeah, that alert box was acting kind of silly right now, dude. Pretty silly. Let me try it again. Let's try it one more time. Let's not try it. Let's not try it one more time. Alert box acting silly. Definitely acting silly today. Shout outs to Ipsters though. Thank you for the $5 donation from Ipsters. So I can still see notifications, guys. So it should, let me do a test real quick. Let me make sure that works actually. There we go. Nice. Okay. Okay. So let me try this out one more time. Well, once again, Ipsters didn't have a message, but it was a $5 shimmy. So thank you Ipsters for the $5 shimmy. I appreciate that, my boy. But notifications should work from now on. Anyway. Shout outs to everybody. So yeah, man, it was a pretty crazy day today. We've got people already sitting here saying that they should nerf hero, they should take away this, they should take away that. They haven't even used them yet. Yet you're saying that we should take away stuff, we should do stuff, they should remove this, they should remove that. Let the character come out, let the character be tested against other characters, and then make your assessments, then make your judgments. That's all I've got to say. Like, I don't understand how this is a hard process. We do it every single time a new character comes out. We do the same thing. People say that this should be taken, this should be done, this should be. Wait till results. Wait till people actually see the matchups. Wait and see how things work out. Stop trying to say somebody should be nerfed or things should be taken away before you've even used the character. That's stupid. That's foolish. That is absolutely foolish to sit there and say that something should be taken away before you've even used it before you've even used it. Like that's just foolish. It's just a foolish thought process. Let the character come out first. Use the character first. Then make your assessments. I mean, that's not too much. In my opinion, that's not too hard. That's not such a hard thing to do, is to wait till the character launches and then complain or then bitch. Like, wait till then and then complain. You know what I'm saying? Like, until you've actually used it in a matchup and you can kind of see, not just watching a presentation. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into shout outs here. If you are here in the chat, you want me to say hi, feel free to say hi in the chat. We don't know what tier he is. We don't know what tier he is. You have to. I'm going to say hi to everybody. Jarmo, what's good? TH3, how's it going, my boys? Shout outs to the Elite Ninja. Tony Lou. Alonzo Vines, what's good? Amiibo fan, what is good? Shout outs to Auron, what is good? Chupacabra, what's I'm gonna burst the blood vessel talking to, like, when it comes to Smash Brothers. I'm gonna burst the blood vessel. KJ, what's up, man? And Antuella, what's good? Jamil, what's up? How's it going? Amiibo fan, what's good? Lone Ken Star, what's up, man? Is Diaz, what's good? Party Man, what's good? Chuba, what's good? Yeah, his tier depends on results. It's got to depend on results, and I mean, if people aren't winning S tiers with the character, if people aren't winning, stuff with the character, then he's not going to be an S tier character. He's not going to be an A tier character. I don't know what he's going to be. We have to wait and see. We got to see how Hero does. We need to see, because like we don't know his weight. We don't know. Obviously, he's not like super fast. I mean, he's quick, but he's not really that fast. We got to see how like the MP bar, like running out of MP at a wrong time, you know, stuff like that. So I mean, we got to see how everything works out in tournament before we declare somebody's broken or somebody needs this taken away and all that stuff. I'm all down for people doing that. Like once we actually get more, you know what I'm saying, like more results, like once we actually get something in, you know, then okay, that's fine. Say what you need to say, but before he even launches, I find that ridiculous. We don't know what tier he is. Yo, Triforce J, what's up, man? How's it going? Lollipop Girl, what's good? Rilo, what's good, man? Let's see here. So, no, I know, Aron, it's all good, dude. I know. I know. And I don't think people are really trying to get I don't think Leffen was serious with the ban of Hero. I don't think he was very serious. Leffen just likes to like dramatize and state things. Like that's just how Leffen is. If you know his personality and his character, then you'll know that he wasn't serious. He even said that he wasn't serious, but I don't think anybody's serious about banning Hero before he's even out. That'd be silly. In terms of competitive play, banning Hero. Let's see here. J2 Blue. What's up, J2 Blue? Yeah, Leffen's definitely trolling. So he looks interesting. The Hero looks interesting. He looks like he's going to be a solid character. From what I've seen, it looks like he's going to be a solid character. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see once he comes out, which he's launching today. So we're going to be using the Hero today. So that should be a lot of fun. Kind of going through with the Hero and seeing what he can do. You know, seeing what he can do there. So yeah, this whole stupid thing with my alert box, it's acting weird. Let me just double check again. Okay, there you go. So yeah, it definitely works. It definitely works. Shout outs to Ipsters though. Thank you Ipsters for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. Let me go ahead and put your name here in the top, Stream Ninja. Ibsters with the 5. Appreciate that. Also, I appreciate the long-term ninja support, man. Is there anybody that I did not say hi to yet in the chat? If you're here, say what up. Pablo Saurus, what's good, man? Immortal Rooster, what's good, man? How's it going? Yeah, we'll talk about the Switch sales numbers in just a bit. Actually, we should go ahead and get right into the Switch sales numbers, shall we? That was the first topic that we actually had before people started talking about that. So, Nintendo's financials have been posted. Their Q2. So this is from April to June 30th. Yeah, April, May, June. Yeah, April 1st to June 30th. The sales numbers. So Nintendo posted about 37 million, 36.87 million units sold. Mario Maker 2 selling 2.42 million in 3 days. I will be having a PE News video tomorrow talking more in depth. I've actually crunched some more numbers. And I think I know where the Switch is going to end up by early next year. So I'm going to be talking about that more. So make sure you check out my video. This is really kind of get you guys' reactions to this. But here's some stats when it comes down to it. You know, 36.87 million, 2.42 million for Super Mario Maker in 3 days on the market. Hardware sales were at 2.13 million for the quarter. That's up from 1.88 million in the quarter one of last year. I think they meant quarter 2 of last year because this is Q2. So why are they comparing? Oh, never mind. No. They meant quarter 1. Why would they say quarter 1 of last year? It's quarter 2. So I think they meant quarter 2. I'm not 100% sure. Either way, the sales were up from what they were last year at the same point. Switch software sales, 210 million. 3DS is dead. Net profit, pretty good. Smart device income, pretty good. Everything's pretty solid right now. Leading into it, we do have some more million sellers to get updated. Some of you guys heard me talk about this earlier, but we'll go over it right now too. So we've got Super Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 17.89 million. This game just keeps getting better, and in terms of like sales, just gets better and better and better. It's like literally selling millions per. It's like selling multiple millions per a quarter. It's not even close to like it's actually kind of pulling away. I was actually wrong. I thought Super Smash Bros. Ultimate would pass it up by this point, but sales for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe are actually getting better. Like they're actually improving more than what I thought it would. Because I remember when it was at 14 million earlier in the year, and now it's at almost 18 million. So they're gonna sell like 4 million units in the first half of the year, which is crazy. But yeah, Smash is behind it. Super Mario Odyssey is right there. Smash and Odyssey are vying for that second spot I think Smash is gonna pass it up, though, with the hero coming and also with Banjo coming. I think Smash is gonna pass up Odyssey. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild also continuing to sell very steady. Splatoon 2 at 9 million units. This game is definitely going to be a 10 million unit seller by the end of the year. Easy by the end of the year. I thought that the sales would taper off a bit more, but they've actually gotten better, because I remember, I think it was at the end of last year or early this year, the sales were like at 7 point something million. So Splatoon is actually tracking to do like at least maybe 15 million or something lifetime. I think it's gonna do a lot better than what I thought it was gonna do. Super Mario Party, somehow that game has reached 7 million units. So there you go. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is probably the most interesting one, or one of the more interesting ones, because it's still selling. Like at the end of January, it sold like 3 million units, and now we're at this point, it's tacked on like another million. Yo, shout outs to Jonas Erickson with the $5.23 shimmy, and he says, just testing out the alert box, it's working, thank you, I appreciate that. And he says, also, I'm playing Fire Emblem. Thanks for the recommendation. Absolutely. I've had so many people reach out to me and say, thank you for recommending Fire Emblem. It's freaking amazing. So yeah, man, I'm glad everybody's enjoying the game. It really is an amazing game. And like I said, I told you guys, it's unlike any game that you've probably ever played. This is what makes Nintendo great, in my opinion, is games like Fire Emblem. It's unlike anything. There's no other game, current generation game on the market. There's games in the past that are like it, right? But there's no current generation game like Fire Emblem on the market. Like, really, there isn't. It's nuts. And it's great to see. It's great to see. The only thing that I can really think of is like Mario plus Rabbids. That's like the only current gen game that I can think of. Mario plus Rabbids is interesting because it has kind of like an open-ended areas that you can kind of run around, but then there's also strategic battles. But it's on a way smaller scale. Like Mario plus Rabbids is nowhere near the size of Fire Emblem, and it doesn't have like the social links and all that stuff like that. So yeah, man. Your recommendations accounted for half of the sales. I know, seriously, they did account for half of the sales, But I should be doing something interesting later with Fire Emblem in the year, so look forward to that. But all right, let's continue on here. 1-2 Switch. 3.01, that game continues to sell somehow. Mario Tennis Aces, 2.75 million. So look forward to the next quarter 3 results. Super Mario Maker is probably going to be in the 4 or 5 million unit range next time that we see the game. I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is obviously going to be, it could easily break 20 million by the next quarter. It can be the first 20 million unit seller on the Switch, which is crazy. And it's just, I mean, even looking at the numbers right now, the fact that like we're at 37 million units, right? And Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is at 18 million. So wait a minute, like more than half of the people who have a Switch bought Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Freaking crazy. That's just crazy stuff, man. Either way. But all right, let's go ahead and let's get into you guys' thoughts on this. Then we'll move on to the next topic. Tag me if you want to tag me. I'll be more than happy to answer questions. TH3 donated $1.69 and says, with the shimmy, and he says, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe doing crazy numbers makes me think Nintendo wants to capitalize and get Mario Kart 9 out ASAP. Well, I don't know ASAP, but I mean, it's Mario Kart 8, I mean, it's been out for, it was pretty much almost a launch title, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so it's been multiple years then. I don't know if Mario Kart 9 is out anytime ASAP, but can you play Toad Harbor theme for Mario Kart 8? I mean, yeah, I could play it, but I don't know if it's ASAP. I'm not sure if it's they're thinking about getting it out ASAP. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is selling pretty well, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, so let's see here. Toad Harbor theme. Mario Kart 8. All right. And Jonas Erickson, once again, thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. And $5.23. So I am going to put your name up here as the top stream ninja. We're also going to start having goals too for membership goals, guys. So look forward to that. It's going to probably be something stupid like licking a cartridge and bonus streams. So let's go ahead and how's the music sound, guys? Let me know how it sounds. And Jonas, thank you for the Jonas E, thank you for the $5.23. And thank you for watching, man. Alright. Komi with the 99-cent donation. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. 3 super chat. Alright, so let me get into you guys' thoughts here. OJ, you know way more than me about sales, so my question is, what is considered a successful quarter for a console? There's not any, it's based on your own internal projections. So usually what you want to do is beat what you did last year, you know, year on year. And you look at it from a historical perspective. So for example, Sony sold 3 million systems, right? For this past quarter. Nintendo at $100 more for the most part, sold 2 million consoles, 2+ million compared to 3 million. So that's pretty good. You're looking at, if you're selling, you know, 2 million, if you're selling anywhere between like 1.5 to 2 million in that range for the past quarter in a slower time period, you know, because April to June, there's not really much that came out, and that's not bad. If you're looking at it from like a holiday, it changes per quarter. So if you're in the holiday, obviously that wouldn't be a very good holiday quarter. You know, like for example, next quarter, Nintendo has like all these games coming out, like Link's Awakening and the Switch Lite and all that. You would expect there to be more than 2 million units sold. So if they sold less than 2 million, then it's not necessarily a bad quarter, or if they sold the same, but it's not necessarily a great quarter, you know? You want to increase as the year goes on. You want to make sure that your sales are increasing and increasing as you head into the holiday. Let's see, Marco says, this is why I like Nintendo. Most of their games are accessible, not too hard to learn how to play. Xenoblade aside, yeah, Xenoblade can be a bit tough. Fire Emblem can be a little bit difficult at times, too. It just depends, to be honest. Let's see, Aaron says, makes me wonder if Mario Kart 9 does drop on the Switch, how well it will do. It would do extremely well. If Mario Kart 9 dropped, it would do, everybody who bought Mario Kart 8 would probably rush out there and buy Mario Kart 9. It would sell over a course of a long period of time. That's the thing about Mario Kart that people don't understand. Mario Kart 8 did not have bigger day one sales than Legend of Zelda, than Smash Brothers, than Mario Odyssey, than all of these big games. All of these big games at the top. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe did not have a bigger debut. The thing about Mario Kart is that it sells long over a long period of time. It's the true definition of evergreen. Every single Mario Kart games don't explode out to sales. You know, I mean, they just don't. Nintendo will always have other games that explode out to sales, that have bigger debuts. Heck, Fire Emblem is probably going to have a bigger debut in terms of sales in Japan and maybe even in some other regions than Mario Kart. But it's not going to sell for as long as Mario Kart does, because Mario Kart is just one of those games that's like, okay, I bought a Switch, let me just buy Mario Kart. It's like, you know, it's like the game that you just buy when you get a Switch, you know? Let's see here. Shadow King says, and people think Nintendo need to lower their prices. Well, they do need to lower their prices. Well, you mean game sale or game prices? No. I mean, the retailers, if they're having trouble selling them, they'll lower it. But if you mean like the Switch itself, definitely need a lower option out there. If you mean like the Switch itself. Because I think now that with the Switch Lite coming out next month, or in the next couple months, I guess, or we're pretty much almost in August, so I'll just say next month. With the $200 option, that's definitely going to be a good thing. Also, with secondhand users probably getting old Switches that are going to be traded into GameStop and that's going to boost software sales. So more people are going to get Switch, even though they're going to be used Switches. More people are going to pick up Switch with the old used models and get more software and buy games, you know? So that's a good thing. Proxy says, do the Mario Kart sales include Mario Kart 8 Switch bundle? Yeah, they do. They include the Switch bundle. They include digital sales. They include everything, because these are Nintendo's internal numbers. These aren't like Media Creator Famitsu or something like that. Justin McMullen says, okay, I already answered that question. Let's see here. Fake says, I don't think Mario Kart 9 can compete with Garfield Kart 2. I don't think it can either, Fake. I mean, it's going to be very tough. It's going to be very tough. Have you seen a Wolfden's video about the Switch upscaling plugin? No, I haven't. Let's see here. Mark Hill says, Xenoblade is much harder to get into than Fire Emblem, in my opinion. I think it just depends, to be honest, man. Some people have a harder time with strategy RPGs than like action RPGs. So I think it just depends. Shadow King says, and you hear, okay, I already read that. Let's see here. Fireblast says, OJ, we are 1 month away from Astral Chain. Isn't that crazy? I guess. Party Man says, I am glad my game is number 1 in the million sellers list. Yeah, Party Man, you're definitely the Mario Kart fiend, dude. You're definitely the Mario Kart fiend. No, I haven't finished Three Houses. The game just came out. I don't have time to sit there and play Three Houses for 40 hours straight or something like that. I've got to work too. When I finish it, I'll let you guys know. I just streamed it last night, so I just streamed gameplay number 3 last night. So check out the videos. You'll know when I beat her, when I'm getting close, because you'll see my Let's Plays and stuff go up. All right, do you guys have any other thoughts on, and hold on to random questions, guys, like just random weird questions out of nowhere, you know, that you probably already know the answer to. Hold on to those questions towards the end. We're talking about the Switch sales. So we're talking about Switch sales, we're talking about the game sales, we're talking about stuff like that. If you guys give me random questions, I'm just gonna ignore them, and I don't want to be mean. That's the only reason why I'm like answering some of them. But please hold on to random questions towards the end that don't have anything to do with the actual game sales and stuff like that, just so we can stay on topic. And so more people, because like once I answer one random question, more people start piling on. Like I said, I give an inch, I'll take a mile sometimes. So just try to keep it somewhat in the realm of what's going on here. We're gonna be talking about that in the next topic, okay? In terms of the hero and all that. But no, we don't know what time the hero drops. We don't know what time the hero drops. So yeah. You think Super Mario Maker 2 will sneak up in that top 10 alongside Fire Emblem? Fire Emblem and Super Mario Maker 2 will both be in the top 10, I think, by next quarter. I think Fire Emblem will have more than Mario Tennis Aces at 2.75 million, and I think that Super Mario Maker 2 is definitely going to be there, because Super Mario Maker 2 is already at 2.42 million, and that was in 3 days. So it's already had another month of sales. This whole month, Mario Maker's continued to sell well. So I think Mario Maker is probably already at 3 million plus. If you think about it, it's probably already at 3 million. So it's definitely going to be in that top 10. Fire Emblem, I think, is going to just sneak in there by the next quarter. I think Fire Emblem's probably going to be like around maybe 2.8, 2.9 million, maybe even 3 million. Maybe it might sneak into 3 million by the next quarter, but we'll have to wait and see. It'll be tough. It might be a little bit underneath that, so it might not. I'm not as sure on Fire Emblem as I am on Super Mario Maker, obviously. Birdman says, at the end of the year, what do you think Switch will reach in sales? Yeah, I actually have a video. I'm gonna talk about the sales numbers here, and I have a video coming up about that. I'm gonna crunch some numbers and some stuff from previous years, and then I'm gonna get back to you guys tomorrow morning. I'm gonna have a big Switch sales number projection video that I think you guys will like. So look out for that, Birdman. It's coming tomorrow. This is really more to kind of get you guys' thoughts and answer any questions that I can, of course. Angel Page says, do you reckon Fire Emblem Three Houses did over 1 million on its opening weekend worldwide? I think it probably did about that, if not a bit more. Yeah, because it doubled Awakening, it doubled Fates in terms of UK sales. Japanese sales, from what I understand, are above Awakening and Fates. US sales are above Awakening and Fates. So I would say it did at minimum at least 1 million or close to it in its debut opening sales worldwide. eShop sales are number 1, of course. Back then, Nintendo didn't really have it. Downloading games on 3DS wasn't as prevalent. Back when Fire Emblem came out, people still bought majority of the games, even on 3DS digital. So people didn't download Fire Emblem as much, even though I did. I downloaded it because I'm embarrassed to say this, but I didn't have enough gas at the time to go get the game. But yeah, I didn't want to fill up my tank in gas, so I just bought the game digitally. Oh god, hard times, huh? That's the reason why I got Fire. I've actually never told anybody that. But that's the reason why I bought Fire Emblem digitally. Let's see here. Paint Fat Purple says no notifications for YouTube went out. Yeah, it didn't go out because I've had too many notifications, so I've hit my limit. So yeah, just walk. It's too far. It was too far away. It was way too many miles away to walk. So yeah. Hey man, gas is expensive. It was expensive. It was especially even back then. It's more expensive back then than it was now. Back in 2013, gas I think was in my area was like $4 and something cents or something like that. So they were definitely getting up high in prices. Cheap. It's not even about being cheap. I just couldn't, dude. I barely had any money in my account. Barely had any money in my. I had no money in my account. That was 2013. Things weren't going well for me. I had no money in my account. I was stressed. I just needed something. I can barely afford anything, really, to be honest, dude. So I was like, I need something to help because I had no game. I already had beaten that back then. I actually beat all the games that I had, you know. So I had already beaten everything, but I needed something to play, and I almost chose freaking Castlevania Mirror of Fate, man. Oh god, thank God I didn't choose that. Let's just say this, man. None of this might have been here. I told you guys how Fire Emblem Awakening was like a savior for me in some way, shape, or form, you know. But man, I'm so glad I didn't. I almost fought Mirror of Fate, dude. Oh my gosh, yeah, the Baldo J timeline, man. Hold on to random questions, guys, Wolfman, and I'll answer random questions towards the end. Okay, guys, we're talking about the Nintendo Switch sales and all that. Oh wait, hold up, that is actually a Switch sales question. Never mind. Wolfman says, do you think Astral Chain will make a huge improvement towards Switch sales? No, I don't think Astral Chain is going to be like a huge system seller. Astral Chain is a game for people who already are hardcore fans of the Switch and have been already probably purchased the game. So I don't think Astral Chain is going to be a big contributor towards like, oh, everybody's going to rush out there and buy a Switch now because of that. I think the big contributors for Nintendo Switch in that same time period is going to be like Link's Awakening, is going to be the Switch Lite, the $200 Switch. I think it's going to be Dragon Quest XI S. I think it's going to have a bigger push than Astral Chain. Astral Chain is just a really cool game that a lot of people are really going to like, but I don't think it's going to be like a big mover when it comes down to it at the end of the day, you know? But it's definitely going to help. It doesn't hurt. I'll tell you that right now. Like it really doesn't hurt. I mean, you could probably see some people that are like Nier fans or Bayonetta fans out there that haven't bought a Switch yet. They'll probably go pick one up. But Nier and Bayonetta, those games aren't the type of games that like, oh my gosh, like, you know, we're going to move so many people are going to be moved to go buy the system for it, you know? Let's see here. Markel says, speaking of Fire Emblem, I'm still confused that Awakening was never part of the Nintendo Selects lineup. Okay. El Torres Bay says, do you think Mario Bros. 2 Deluxe will still sell post Mario Maker 2? LOL. Yeah, obviously it still is. I mean, it was at 3 million earlier in the year. Now it's at 4 million. So, yeah, it is going to still sell because not everybody wants to go through all that crap to play a Mario game. Some people just want to play a Mario game that's already laid out, and you can get some discounts on Mario's New Super Mario Bros. So, yeah, I still think it's going to sell. I still think it's going to sell. Not as good as Super Mario Maker 2, obviously, but it's still going to sell. OJ would have been welcome to the Bald Club. Dude, I was in the Bald Club. Go watch my birthday stream from last year. And my elbow on my table. I was in the Bald Club, dude. Let's see here. Guys, make sure you tag me at PlayerEssence or I'm not gonna see your comment. We got 140 people in here and a lot of people commenting. So please tag me if you're asking a question. From not being able to afford gas to being able to buy fans a copy of Fire Emblem, you are blessed, OJ. I am extremely 1,000,000,000% blessed and lucky. Absolutely. To be able to do lots of giveaways, do lots of stuff and, things that giveaway switches, being able to buy switches and give those away, being able to do lots of cool stuff. Definitely blessed. You guys bless me though. It's a community effort. It's not just me. Obviously, you guys have been very generous and very nice, and you guys help out quite a bit. So yeah, man. I went from barely being able to afford. At one point, I couldn't even afford gas. At one point, I used to actually jog to places. Like when I needed to go. I'll tell you guys another story. There was a time when like my daughter, I think she needed diapers. And I didn't want to use the gas in my car because sometimes I'd like to take my daughter to the park that was a little bit further away, so I didn't want to use that gas. So I would like run to the to the store, like jog to go get stuff that I needed, jog to the CVS or whatever it was, or I think it was a Walgreens. I would jog there and just carry a bunch of stuff that my daughter needed or whatever, or food or snacks, and then go back to the house just so I didn't have to use gas. So yeah, I used to do that too. But yeah, definitely blessed, man. Let's see here. Can Nintendo? I mean, not only that, but like, yeah, blessed to even like have my own house and be able to just not have to stress. Like I said, not have to stress like I did before. But yeah, a lot of things change, man. That's why you don't give up, man. That's why you don't give up on your dreams. That's why you keep pursuing it no matter how long it takes you. Because we're talking from 2013 all the way to this point, So yeah. Can Nintendo Switch outsell the PS4 lifetime sales? That's going to be tough because the PS4 is still selling. It tacked on another 3 million this past quarter. We're going to have to wait and see how sales are for the Switch when the PS5 comes out, but it's definitely possible. But it's going to be interesting to see. I think the $200 Switch is key. That's the key to them outselling the PS4 lifetime. The cheaper Switches are the key. Um, so now I can tell Nintendo haters the news. Exactly. There you go. Let's see here. I could see Mario Kart 8 Deluxe selling at 25 million by the year end. Yeah, oh, absolutely, absolutely. Especially with the holiday season, and the Switch Lite. I mean, think about how many Switch Lites are going to be sold with Mario Kart 8. That's going to be a Mario Kart 8 machine, dude. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if Nintendo did a bundle with Mario Kart 8 and also a Switch Lite later in the year. I wouldn't be surprised in the holiday, like they did that with Mario Kart 7. I think after Mario Kart 7 launched, they had like the Mario Kart 7 Nintendo. I think it was like a red 3DS with Mario Kart 7. Like I wouldn't be surprised, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see here. You guys got to tag me if you want me to see your comment, if you want me to see your question. So if you're not tagging me with PlayerEssence, then I'm probably not going to see it. Do you think Astral Chain, Markel says, do you think Astral Chain will be one of Platinum's best-selling titles outside of Nier? Automatically, they haven't really had a huge hit. I think that Astral Chain is definitely going to be one of the more popular ones. I don't know if it's going to reach what Nier did, but it's definitely going to be. I think it's going to sell more than Bayonetta 2 at least. Bayonetta 2, but that was on the Wii U. Bayonetta 3, Bayonetta 3 has a very good chance of outselling Nier Automata. Absolutely. Let's see here. What's your opinion on shop coins? What do you mean by shop coins? Like what? eShop coins? Like what are you talking about? Booster Pack says, will Pokemon boost Switch sales even with the controversy around it? Absolutely. Absolutely it'll boost Switch sales because it's the holiday season. So it kind of gets blended into that. And Pokemon is still Pokemon no matter what. It's not going to sell as much as maybe previous Pokemon games at launch did in terms of sales numbers because people are, obviously upset or not liking the game as much. But it's still going to be a big seller. There's still going to be people that buy it. I mean, look at Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. People said the same thing. People were crying and complaining about that game. That game sold 10 million units so far, which is still pretty good, and it boosted sales. It boosted Switch sales, and it got a bundle that boosted Switch sales as well. So Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee did it, so I'm pretty sure this game's going to do it too. Let's see here, and now that's dedication. Yeah, man. Can you tag people on mobile chat? You can tag people on mobile chat. All you got to do is just type in PlayerEssence, maybe more than and it'll work. Let's see here. Augustin Mendez says, hey, OJ, you still owe us some tutorial for Fire Emblem Three Houses, just an explanation on what each of the numbers in combat mean, and they'd be great. Well, they already talked. I mean, if you just press X on the details, they'll tell you that. So I'm thinking about what type of Fire Emblem tutorial videos or Fire Emblem videos that I can do for you guys. So I'm still trying to consider what to do. So please just be a little bit more patient with that, and I'll definitely get to it. Let's see here. Rambo says, did the bags ever break on you while jogging back? No, the bags never broke on me because I'd always double bag them. Back then, you didn't have to pay for bags like that. At least I think it was around the time where some people didn't. I mean, they didn't charge you for the bags. At least here in California, they do now, 10 cents for a bag. So I'd always get double bagged. So there'd be nothing that would break. I wouldn't want it to break. Or sometimes I'd get paper bags, and I'd just be like, why'd I just run with both paper bags, So yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, the eShop coins on the Switch store, they're pretty cool. I mean, if you buy games digital, then you get more coins. Like, for example, I bought Fire Emblem digital, and they gave me $4 back in coins, $4 plus, so that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Let's see. It will outsell X by a large margin. You think Pokemon Sword and Shield will outsell X by a large margin? Well, Pokemon X and Y, that's at 16.40 million, so we'll see how it does. We will see how it does. If you're talking Immortal Rooster, if you're talking about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe overthrowing Mario Kart Wii, I think it has a shot if you combine the Wii U sales of the game. Let's see here. Wasim Khan, is there more demand for digital sales or physical counterparts? Physical always does better than digital, but digital is definitely rising in sales. When it comes to Nintendo, at least. Markel says, I see Switch reaching Wii numbers in the end. Wii numbers is around 100 million units sold, so absolutely it could. It just, what's going to be really the key factor is, the price drops in the future. That's going to be the key thing. That's going to be the key thing. What does it mean when I don't know what you're... what does it mean when an unreleased game has a temp by it? That's do you mean like the release date? They don't know the release date like of the game. Is that what you're talking about? Temp in parentheses on Nintendo sales reports. That's when they don't know when the release. They don't know they're temporarily estimating when the release date of the game is. Is that what you're talking about? Yo, what's up, T dude? How's it going, my boy? Good to see you here. You also get coins with physical games. Yeah, you do get coins, but I don't think you get as many coins with physical games, right? I think digital games give you more coins. All right, Laura M. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Yo, what's up, TPNS? What's up, my boy? Good to see you here. Left work early because there was a fire alarm. LOL. Happy to catch you live. Okay, well, hopefully everybody's okay with the fire alarm and all that going down. Good to see you here. All right. Any other thoughts on this, guys, or shall we move on to the next? Topic here? Yeah, you know what, TH3, it is great to see Splatoon 2 at 9 million. That is a very cool thing to see Splatoon 2 doing so well at 5 or at 9 million. That's nuts. Splatoon 1 on the Wii U, what did that sell? I think that sold like 5 million. So I mean, it's just great. It's great to see that. I'm very happy. Very happy, you know. Very happy to see that. Let's see here. I don't see Sword and Shield beating out Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I mean, it couldn't, because if you look at it right now, like even Pokemon X and Y, which is the best-selling Pokemon game on the 3DS with a bigger install base, hasn't beat Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So Pokemon Sword and Shield can be like a 16 million unit seller, or it can be even a 17 million unit seller, and that's still really good, but it's not as good as Mario Kart. So it's tough to say it right now, but we'll have to wait and see how the sales and how the game does and how everything is. The big factor here is going to be Japan for the game. How much is Japan going to push that game? Because if it blows up more than what we've got before, then obviously we could have something big here to where it might get close. But it's going to be tough with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And not only that, but like Pokemon games come out almost like every year, right? For the most part. So if we get another Pokemon like Let's Go Cyndaquil or something like that. I don't know. Let's go Cyndaquil. Let's go Totodile or something. Next year with Johto or whatever the case is, then obviously that kind of cuts into things. Whereas Mario Kart is still the only Mario Kart on the Switch. So there's no timetable for Hero coming out. If there was, we'll let you know when there is. It's just coming out later tonight. The only thing that can touch Deluxe is Mario Kart 9. I think there's one other game, if Nintendo made that game, that can touch Mario Kart. There's one other game, but I'm not going to say what that game is. But no, we're going to see how Animal Crossing is. I think Animal Crossing definitely has a shot to get up there in that range, And I think Smash Brothers definitely has a shot to get up in there in that range as well, especially with Banjo and with the Hero coming. The Hero is going to be a big boon for Japan. I don't think people understand. There's going to be a lot more copies of Smash Brothers sold in this next week or so because of the Hero. So I think it's going to be interesting. Mother 3? No, not Mother 3. Not Mother 3. Not Mother 3. Let's see. I can see a Nintendo Switch Lite bundle with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Yeah, I talked about that. I talked about that. Wii Fit can sell 30 million. Wii Fit can't sell 30 million. Not on the Switch. The problem with Wii Fit is that it's already passed up its gimmick phase. So if Nintendo made another Wii Fit, that doesn't mean it's going to sell like crazy or what it would do. I think that phase is done. Is over with. That whole phase with playing video games with your health. That was a fad, and that fad is done. Now people... I think people just rather go to Planet Fitness and pay $10 instead of spending $100-something, and then also money on the thing. Like, it's just the Switch is not that type of demographic that the Wii was, like in terms of selling that type of software. So nah. It was a bit of a health fad for people. It was. It wasn't something that people were going to continue doing for a long amount of time. A lot of people just say, "Oh, I'll just go to the gym." You know what I'm saying? Like, or I'll just do. Also, the Wii Fit came at a time that internet streaming also wasn't as prevalent as it is today. So you got to think about it. People who bought Wii Fit, is internet, like now you can turn on your TV, you can turn on the YouTube, right? You can turn on YouTube and you can find health fitness routines without any without any hardware needed or any software. All you need is a YouTube app, turn it on. There are multi-million-dollar YouTube channels that teach you fitness right there in your house. if you're a casual, why are you gonna go out there and buy Wii Fit and buy all that stuff and a $300 system when you can turn on YouTube and do that? So it's also, back when Wii Fit came out, there wasn't that. There wasn't a lot of YouTube channels there wasn't a lot of streaming that did that right in front of your house. You'd have to buy like a VCR or whatever back in the day, or you have to buy like a DVD and put that in there. But that's boring because it's the same thing each time. Whereas now you can get customized programs fit to everything that you need right there from your house, from all of these big celebrity trainers on YouTube. Why even buy Wii Fit? So that's the problem, is that. And trust me on that one, guys. Trust me on that one. That is definitely the case. So Wii Fit can't do what it did before. Wii Fit came out in what, 2008 or something like that? Dude, YouTube was barely around. YouTube was what, three years in? Something like that? There was nothing. It was nothing. It's completely different game. You need to know this game? I can't say it. It's a special game that nobody can know. Maybe we'll do it at some point, but it's a special game that nobody knows. Let's see here. Is it Pikmin 4? No, it's not Pikmin 4. Why would it be Pikmin 4 that can pass up Mario Kart? Pikmin 4? Has Pikmin ever sold more than 5 million units at any game? Nah. Let's see here. Some fitness stuff works like Beat Saber. Yeah, people aren't buying VR for Beat Saber. They'll like to work out. But yeah, Beat Saber is a workout and stuff like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic here, guys. We are going to discuss Super Smash Bros. Hero. So the Hero announcement was today. We have a recap of what's going to be going down. So Update 4.0 is going live. They also added a bunch of different modes for Update 4.0. So let's go over the modes first, and then we'll talk about Hero. Everybody's already buzzing about this character, how he's broken, he needs to be changed, blah blah blah. It's fantastic. So basically, here's the full rundown of Update 4.0, which is dropping today sometime. I think it's going to be like around 6 o'clock or 7, something like that. It's going to be tonight, maybe a little bit before then. So they got a new Final Smash meter time limit, so that's something. They got a very easy difficulty setting for Adventure mode. They have a Spectate mode feature, which predict the winner of a match, exchange points you accumulate for items. So that's like a Nairo bets it all type of thing now, so that's good. Online tourney mode, so rules will change periodically. Special event tourneys are planned, so look forward to that. Insert screenshots into videos you edit. So that's going to be pretty funny. Like, let's say you hit somebody with a smash and then you freeze frame it right there into a picture and then you let it go again. So that's going to be interesting. And then consecutively play videos that have been added to the shared content. So just better functionality with that. So that's Update 4.0. They've added another mode in there. Online tourney mode makes its return from Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. So yeah, pretty cool. We'll see what else they add. I don't think they're done. Each time that they release a new character, I think that's when they're going to add a big update. So expect Update 5.0 maybe at the end of the year when Banjo gets released. So we'll see what they add then. But not a bad update at all. Actually, pretty damn good update. But yeah, but no, it's not Buck Bumble. How does tourney mode work? I never tried it in Smash 4. Basically, there's a bunch of different type of tourneys with rule sets in Smash 4, and then you pick the turn that you want to go into, and they were garbage rule. They were kind of garbage though. It's like they gave you no time to fight. They'd be like 3 minutes. 3 minutes. They'd give you no. There were so many timeouts and people just running away. So I hope that they fix that. But that's basically how it is. It worked like any other online tournament. You just enter it in. There's a time frame when you can enter it. There's a cap of people. You enter in the tournament. You play. Once it's finished, oh, you're the winner, and that's it. Let's see here. I saw Levin make a ban petition for Hero and Panda Global making an unban petition. They're both just joking around. Immortal Rooster said, those martial artists for me costumes are definitely inspired by Dragon Ball, which means Goku confirmed. Yes, Goku's been confirmed since day one. Let's see here. Any other questions with this one here? The tourneys are straight garbage. They're pretty bad. I mean, I won a couple of them in Smash 4, but they're not like, it's not like I'm going to be like, oh, heck yeah, tourney mode. I mean, it's cool. It's definitely cool. I'd rather have it than not have it, but it's not anything to where I'm going to go crazy about. So let's see here. Wait, is it Mario Galaxy 1 and 2? No, it's not that either. Partyman says, I wonder what characters got changed in this patch. Well, I'm hoping Sheik gets a buff. That's going to be the biggest thing, is we're going to be looking for the patch notes. So looking for the patch notes, what characters get a buff, what characters are not buffed, all of that good stuff. That's what I want to know, baby. That's what I want to know. Let's see here. My wolf is about to get nerfed again. No, my Joker is gonna get nerfed. My Joker's gonna get nerfed. But I'll take a Joker nerf for big Sheik buffs. I think that they really need to look at Sheik. Like, I think this is the time that Nintendo, Sakurai, Bandai Namco's balancing team looks at Sheik. Please give her bouncing fish combo. All I want is one bouncing fish combo. That's it. All I want is one bouncing, like a bouncing fish kill combo. That's all I want. A kill confirm at like 100. I'll take 120%. I'll take 120 for a bouncing fish kill confirm. That's not too hard to ask for. A back throw to bouncing fish, that should be guaranteed at 120%. I think it should be. I personally think it should be guaranteed. That's all I want. That's all I want. And that's not even good enough, but that's all I want. Shut up, Chuba. Ganon doesn't need any buffs. Ganon doesn't need any buffs. Ganon does not need any buffs at all. Exactly. You better be joking, party man. Let's see. Watch all the major buffs go to Plant while Sheik gets ignored. No, shut up, TH3. Sheik isn't gonna be touched. K. Rool is gonna be nerfed again. No, Sheik is gonna get some buffs. Sheik is going to get some buffs. Not the previous patch, but the patch before that buff Sheik. So I'm confident Sheik is going to get at least one good buff. Lucas might need to be buffed a little bit. I think Lucas is an underdeveloped character, though. Remember, guys, we are going to be playing as the hero tonight. So if you want to play some matches against me tonight, make sure you guys member up. Let's do this, baby. We're going to have some matches with the hero tonight. It's probably going to be a little late, though. But we still are. So member up so you guys can get on my friends list so we can play. Let's see here. Piranha Plant's getting hella buffs. People say Piranha Plant is like one of the worst characters in the game. I don't know. I don't think Piranha Plant's bad. I just think that he doesn't have anything that's like crazy kill confirm, you know? So yeah. Villager should get a buff. I think Villager's fine. I don't think Villager really is. I think Villager's a good character. I don't think he really needs any buffs. I mean, what is necessarily bad about Villager? Villager isn't super light. Villager got great recovery. Villager has kill confirms. Villager has a lot of cool stuff. I don't know if Villager needs a buff, to be honest. He has no combos or kill setups. Who, Villager? What the heck? Yeah, Villager does. What you talking about? Villager has God tier edge guarding too. And he can grab projectiles. Villager's a good character. Isabel's a good character too. Y'all need to see some dope Villagers play. I don't think Villager needs any buffs. And not everybody needs by the way, not everybody needs kill confirms, by the way. Not everybody needs kill confirms. It's not like something, oh, well, if you don't have a kill confirm, you need a kill confirm if your character has a bunch of other tools that they can use to get the kills. Like, for example, Villager has God tier edge guarding. Villager can go off stage and mess with you a lot. So why do you need a bunch of kill confirms when this character can jump off a stage and recover from anywhere, you know, and not get gimped? He can recover. He has an easy side B recovery that he can recover from with the Lloyd rocket. He has amazing freaking flying where you can go underneath the stage and go all the way to the other side of the stage, you know. So yeah, shout out Nexus. I can review Style Savvy if you pay me. Donate $60 and I'll review Style Savvy for you, my boy. Justin McMillan says add Chrono from Chrono Trigger. With that buff, he made the whole game. Bruh, I mean, that'd be cool, but I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to stress Sakurai like that. Plant has more kill moves. Plant's not better than Villager, though. Plant's not better than Villager. And Villager still has really good... I don't think you know how to use Villager. I don't think you've seen people use Villager the right way. Villager still has some amazing stuff that he can do. Still has... I think he has more tools, in my opinion, than Plant. Way more tools than Plant. Way more tools than Plant. I mean, Villager's better than Sheik. I feel like Ice Climbers are better in Ultimate than they were in Melee. Nah. Nah. Ices are good, but they're not better than they were in Melee because Ices had wobble. You can wobble in Melee. That's the ultimate amazing move is wobbling. No. Ices are definitely good, but you can't wobble, so I'm gonna say no. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no on that one. Villager's fine. He's fine in Ultimate. I don't think he really needs anything more. I mean, maybe some slight damage buffs to some of his moves, but nothing really crazy. Nerf Pac-Man? Pac-Man doesn't need to be nerfed either, though. Like, why does Pac-Man need to be nerfed? I don't get that. I do not understand that. I don't see why Pac-Man needs to be nerfed. He doesn't need to be nerfed. Wobble? You don't know what wobbling is, J2 Blue? You don't watch Melee? Wobbling is when you grab, in Melee, when you grab somebody with ice climbers, and then it alternates. It's like a glitch. It alternates between Nana and Popo, like grabbing and like hitting you. So basically, it's just like an infinite. It's like an infinite. It's an infinite grab. Basically, infinite grab to death. Infinite grab to death because they're wobbling back and forth between both Nana and Popo. Go watch somebody wobbling. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept for those who've never seen it here. I can show you guys. Some people, some places even ban wobbling. So let me see here. Let me see if I can find a good. Okay, so see, so that's basically what wobbling is. You just grab them and then you just get an infinite pummel in Melee. So this is what makes ice climbers good in this game. That's a setup. You can't get out of that. You can't get out of that. That's obviously Leffen. So here's more wobbling stuff. And then, so look, you see how they just slide right over and then it infinitely grabs you? It's like, it's a really weird type of thing that happens. 3 out of 4 stocks with wobbles. Especially on a flat stage like this, it's a lot easier to get wobbling. And it's just basically a free kill. It's basically a free kill once you get that set up. And it's kind of demoralizing when you do get it. And this is against some of the best players. So it's not like wobbling isn't a thing that doesn't happen, you know? Like right there, grab, slide right in, wobble. And it pisses people off. And you see Plup getting very salty about getting wobbled. It's just, you're done. I mean, you can mess it up, but the chances of you messing it up are, oh man, Plup is mad. I love when Plup gets mad. He's so wholesome when he's mad. So here's another wobble. You can wobble on anybody. That's a setup for a wobble. More damage into a wobble. You can't avoid that. You know, that's also another thing. It's cheap. Many people find wobbling very cheap. So when somebody said, oh, I think ice climbers are better in Ultimate than in Melee, no, they're not. Now, they might have more tools in terms of neutral game and all of that. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit better than that. But I mean, in terms of, like, because like the desyncs and stuff like that, but you don't get over this. This is your ultimate trump factor that can get you, even if you're not as good as the other player against you, this will get you winning. Ices in Ultimate, you literally have to be better than the other player to beat somebody, or the person doesn't have to know the matchup. In Melee, you don't have to be as good. You don't have to be as good as the other player. You just have to get them in wobble setups. In order to beat them. So that's the reason why I say Melee Ices is better. So there you go. Yeah, you essentially can't get grabbed by them. You can't get grabbed by them. That's the biggest thing with Ices, is that you can get near them, but you can't get grabbed. When you get grabbed, if Nana is close, Nana's gonna go. Nana's gonna slide over, and it's just gonna get right into that wobble. Should Snake get a buff? Hell no, Snake shouldn't get a buff. It's essentially just an exploit. If you know the basics, it requires no skill. The only skill that's involved with wobbling is the setups into wobble. How do you mind games to trick your opponent into a wobble, thinking that you're going to go one setup and then you go into another? There's multiple ways to get wobbles, even linked into different attacks, as you saw, from like a down throw to like certain tilts and attacks that can get you right into a wobble. So that's really the only skill that's involved, is like jacking up your opponent's mind to see like what type of wobble setup that you're going to get. But yeah, once you get it, there's not really much skill involved with it. Wobbling is not hard, but the skill to actually like when you talk about like surviving so you can get a wobble, that might be a little bit tough because Ices are still not. I mean, without the wobble, Ices aren't a great character. And if you get separated, Nana and Popo can get separated pretty easily, and you lose your good recovery if you get knocked off stage. So yeah. Buff Kirby up throw. Enjoyed the kill tool in Smash 4. Buff Kirby's up throw. I mean, yeah, maybe. Kirby might need a little bit some buffs here and there. At this point, it's pretty clear that Ultimate is the best Smash game. I've never seen a Smash game that gets this much love and not be Melee. Yeah, Ultimate's probably, I mean, if you're talking about new school Smash games, Ultimate's probably the best new school Smash game. I still think people think that, for the most part, like, Melee is the best Smash game. From a competitive standpoint, Melee is definitely the game it's lasted this long. So I mean, you can't fight against that, but at the same time, Ultimate has so much more. But it's supposed to have so much more. It's a newer game, Buff Yoshi's down tilt. Yoshi's down tilt doesn't need to be buffed. Make it trip. You crazy with Yoshi having all the tools that Yoshi has, all the freaking this man Yoshi got frame 0 jab, got shield breakers on down B, got super armor on his recovery. Man, you better stop. Let's see, man. You better stop, bruh. You better stop. Yoshi's good enough. Yoshi's good, man. Yoshi got kill moves like crazy. Yoshi got what's it called? All smash attacks kill. Yoshi got aerials that kill, up air kills, back air kills, forward air spikes and kills. Down air hits you like 5 million times. Just getting drummed by a Yoshi down air is one of the most ridiculous things. Just getting constantly kicked in the face like 1 million times by Yoshi's stupid down air, dude. Like, Yoshi got tools on tools. Yoshi got tools on tools, man. Yoshi is crazy because nothing unfair. No, he's not. I didn't say he's unfair, but you out here calling for down tilt buffs, which is down tilt's already pretty good, has good reach. You out here, calling for stuff like that, bro. Nah, I gotta. Even if you're joking, I gotta let you know. You can't be having that. All right, let me go get some iced tea, guys. I'll be right back. I want to drink some iced tea right now. I'll be right back. PlayerEssence for a little bit. Got my iced tea. What would you buff on Incineroar? Tony Lou, what do you buff on Incineroar? The only thing that I said that you buff on Incineroar is his speed. That's all Incineroar. Incineroar just needs a speed buff. That's it. That's the only thing that he needs. Incineroar has combos. Incineroar has setups. Incineroar is extremely strong. Actually, Incineroar is so ridiculously strong. I killed Ganon like at 70% on the edge of the screen with the Revenge clothesline. I also killed Bowser like at 80% with the Revenge clothesline and also a little bit of rage. So what do you buff with Incineroar? He just needs a little bit of a foot speed buff. That's it. Incineroar is actually a great character. He's just slow. Oh, his recovery is kind of trash too. What's up, Arash? Let's see here. What about a buff for Mr. Game & Watch? Yeah, I think Mr. Game & Watch could use some buffs. Yeah, maybe a buff or two. Revenge, what level? You don't know what Revenge is? Revenge is when you it's like a counter. You press like down B or whatever, and Incineroar goes rah, and like you hit him, and then he goes rah, and then basically it buffs his attack. It's like his attack power for a short amount of time. And if you get somebody with a clothesline Revenge, they're probably dead. They're probably dead. I remember when I killed I think we were playing the last time that we were playing at the time before. I fought against somebody who was using Joker, and I killed Joker like at 50% with a clothesline Revenge and almost max rage. I was like at 180%, and I killed Joker like at 50-60% at the edge of the screen. Grabbed him, clothesline revenge. He was dead. He was like super dead. I don't think DI could have even helped him. He was like deader than dead. Let's see. I actually agree for Incineroar buff. Some more speed and he's good. Yeah, just a little bit of a speed buff. Just a little bit of a speed buff. That's really all he needs. There you go. John Duncan has it right. Restore or buff Sheik. There you go. Buff Sheik. That's all we need. We need just one buff. We need a big buff to Sheik. All I want is, like I said, I would. You know also what I'd like? I'd like to be able to throw 2 grenades. I'd like to be able to throw 2 grenades, not 1 grenade, but 2 grenades. 2 grenades would be would be great. In my opinion, you should be able to throw 2 grenades. 2 grenades for Sheik. That would make things more fair. That would make things more fair. Yo, Frank R with the Toby Blaster. Let's go. Frank R becoming the top stream ninja. Also the top stream boss as well with the $20 Ninja War Funds donation. Thank you so much, Frank R. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and read off your comment. Yo, you guys give some love, respect, and emotes to Frank R. You got those Toby Blaster emotes. Please spam it in the chat for my dude, Frank R. with the 20. And says, thanks for the stream, man. I was out on vacay last week. Good to be back here with the streams. Shout outs, Frank R. Good stuff. Vacation's always good. Vacation's always good. Glad that you had a good vacation and glad to have you back. You came back at a good time. A lot of big news dropping. So shout outs to Frank R with the 20. Also becoming a top stream ninja. Love and respect in the chat. Shout out to my boys. Toby Blaster time. Let's see here. Just silently remove Little Mac from the game. I hate Little Mac. Here's the reason why I hate Little Mac. I like using him as a character. I think he's kind of cool, but I just wish that he wasn't so gimmicky. I think Little Mac is the gimmickiest character in the game. He's so ridiculously gimmicky, it's funny. It's like his recovery's so bad. He has super armor on everything. Like, he's so oblonged. I mean, he's as like for example, like Hero. People talk about how gimmicky Hero is. I think Little Mac's even more gimmicky than the Hero. You know. So I mean, that's the only thing I don't like about Little Mac is just how gimmicky he is. So yeah, that's about it with Little Mac. Let's see here. I really want Steve in Smash. Bruh. How many hours, Noah, how many hours have you put into Smash? Let me ask you a question, Noah. How many hours have you put into Smash? Tony says, who are some of the most balanced characters on the roster? The most balanced characters on the roster? I'd say like Mario obviously is pretty balanced. I would say Joker is pretty balanced. I would say Joker's a balanced character. I think he's balanced. I would say Villager is a balanced character. I would say, yeah, Link is a balanced character. I'd say Pit, pretty balanced character. I would say that there's a lot of balanced characters. I mean, it depends on what you consider balance, right? It's just like neutral. I think, who else? It's tough. It's tough. Sheik is not, shut up, John. Sheik is not balanced. Mr. Despacio Spidey. Yo, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village on YouTube. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. OJ, how many hours have you put into Smash Ultimate? I've put in enough. Enough. Ganon is very fair. Ganon is not that. Ganon is too much Doria. Too much Doria. Too much Doria, not enough Oria. I don't know, man. Too much Doria. Ganondorf is pretty balanced. Kill Sheik like at 5% balanced. Of course. Kill Sheik at 2% balanced. Doria. The Doria is balanced, yeah. Doria is definitely balanced. Definitely balanced. Buff Cloud. Cloud does not need any buffs. You nuts. Cloud does not need any buffs at all. 0 buffs. 0 buffs for Cloud. 0 buffs. He does not need them. He does not need them at all. Bruh, you a Joker for saying Joker is balanced. Joker is balanced. Joker's a very balanced character. Here's the reason why Joker's balanced. Joker's balanced because he has to take damage to get Arsene. And you can stall out Arsene if you want to. You can still stall out Arsene. You can do lots of stuff. And like Joker really can't kill without Arsene. Like he really has to work hard to kill without Arsene. So that's the reason why I say Joker is a balanced character, because when he gets Arsene, you only have a certain amount of time. He doesn't just have that power all the time. I think Peach is still a better character than Joker. Peach doesn't have to wait for a meteor to get power or anything like that. Or even like Lucina. Lucina is a great character. I still think Lucina is a better character than Joker. Buff the Puff. Buff Roy. Roy doesn't really need any buffs. Nah, Roy got kill confirms. Roy got kill confirms. We already saw what Tweak can do with Roy. Roy got jab to back air. I mean, Roy doesn't need any buffs, to be honest, because he has incredibly strong neutral game. Incredibly strong neutral, like ridiculously strong neutral game. I don't really think Roy needs any buffs. And he has a counter. He has combos. He has kill confirms. Nah, I don't think he really needs a buff. Roy's definitely underrated. Cloud just needs a better recovery. I mean, it's tough because Cloud still has a god tier neutral game. He still has like a lot of good stuff, right? He still has cross slash. He still has great moves, tilts, and all that. The only bad thing about Cloud is his nair is really bad. It goes like right through people. His nair is no longer that good. But I still think at the same time, Cloud's still a good character. I don't really think he needs I don't think he needs a bunch of buffs. In terms of his recovery, yeah, maybe buffing his recovery just a little bit would be good, It's going to be released later tonight. We don't have any estimated time outside of later tonight. Yo, what's up, Danny? How's it going, my boy? Good to see you here. Buff Sonic? Hell nah. Sonic can stay exactly how Sonic is right now. He can stay exactly how he is right now. Sonic is fine. Oh my gosh. Sonic is fine. Sonic is fine. In my opinion, at least. You streaming Smash tonight, right? Yeah, we're gonna stream Smash tonight. We're gonna stream we're gonna stop this stream like at about 2 hours from now. Or sorry, not 2 hours from. We're gonna stop this stream in about 45 minutes. So we're gonna have Q&A and continue on with questions and stuff. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and then I'll probably go live with the Smash stream and just start playing Smash, just like doing some matches or whatever. And then once Hero drops, we'll download him and play. So yeah, should be fun. I'm gonna take like a little break, maybe like a 30-minute break or something like that. And then we'll play. Probably edit a video and get the video at least shot. Do a little bit of video editing in between. Ike doesn't need a buff either. Yeah, exactly. Carlos Gonzalez has it correct. Buff Sheik. That's really all we need in this next is buff Sheik. That's it. You guys don't understand. Bald OJ was going crazy. Bald OJ, that's the timeline where Sheik doesn't get buffed. That's the Bald OJ timeline. That one Sheik doesn't get buffed, but we are not in the Bald OJ timeline. We are in the hair recovery OJ timeline. We are in the my bald spot's going away timeline. You know what I'm saying? We are in that timeline. So I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Let's see. How many hours have you put into Three Houses? That's a random question. Hold on to random questions towards the end. We're still talking about Super Smash Brothers. Still talking about Smash. All right. So let's move on to the next topic here then, guys. We're going to move on. Enough buffs and all this. So Crash Team Racing Nitro Field is adding optional microtransactions. So let's go ahead and get into this here. So, according to this new post, Activision is saying that players will be able to purchase Wumpa coins starting in early August, which are optional, but won't change the game's core mechanics. Players will still earn Wumpa coins by playing the game in any mode, just as before. So basically what Activision is doing here is that they added a microtransaction option after the game was released, because they didn't want it to affect the score. They didn't want it to affect what people said, the impressions of the game with microtransactions. So they waited a while, and then they said, oh, now we're going to add microtransactions to the game. See, this is scummy to me. This is a scummy practice. I know it's still optional, and I know that it's okay if some people don't want to sit there and unlock everything normally, whatever. I get that. But at the same time, then why don't you add it in from the beginning? If you're obviously worried about the scummy practice of adding in microtransactions after the game, because like microtransactions have such a bad, I guess, rep when it comes to, games, that they're willing to sit there and wait, then add them in later. They did the same thing with Call of Duty. I don't think I can trust any more Activision games. Any competitive game online, I don't think I can trust them, because you can't sit there and say this game has no microtransactions and all this stuff and then add them in later. That's ridiculous. I find that ridiculous that you'll sit there and hold that back. So I don't think I'm ever going to play Crash Team Racing again. I don't think I'm going to play any competitive games from Activision, because this is what they always do. So yeah, screw that. But anyway, that was that. Let's go ahead and get into is there any other topics? Okay, Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds is confirmed for the Nintendo Switch. So let's go ahead and let's watch the reveal trailer for the game. And you guys can make your own decisions on what you guys think, what the developer had to say. So let's go ahead and check it out here.
Hi, this is Matthew Singh from Obsidian Entertainment, and I'm excited to announce that we've partnered with Virtuous to bring The Outer Worlds to the Nintendo Switch. The Outer Worlds is a single-player sci-fi role-playing game set in the furthest reaches of the galaxy, in the Halcyon Colony, a place that's been branded and operated by corporations. Well, me as both a developer and a player of games, I love exploring new worlds. And with this game, we were able to build a completely unique universe from the ground up, something that you really haven't seen before. It's really a kind of a cool place to explore. We have a unique kind of tone with the dark humor that we play with in it. You are from a colony ship that had been lost in transit. And now, 70 years after being in hibernation, you're revived by Dr. Phineas Wells and recruited to try and figure out how to revive the rest of your colonists. As you venture through these different worlds, you'll find a place that's been run by corporations, and you are trying to explore kind of what are their motivations, what are they really getting to. You're uncovering a lot of different kinds of conspiracies that might be laying in the shadows and trying to figure out what's really going on in this world. At Obsidian, we really value player choice and consequence. That's something that we really spend a lot of time on for our games, and the Outer Worlds has a lot of it all the way through. We really want the player to be able to drive the storyline of the game, and we do that by allowing you to have ultimate flexibility. We really like to play in kind of a morally gray area. We really don't have a whole lot of binary kind of good-bad choices in this game. So every action you might think is good is going to have some other consequences. And so you're constantly looking at things and, well, if I give this thing to this faction, what is it going to do to the rest of the world? So we express that in a lot of ways in our games through the factions that you meet, the characters and companions that you take with you. All of them are kind of responding to your choices. We have a number of companions that you'll find throughout the world. As you go from town to town, place to place, you'll see these people and you'll be able to recruit them as part of your crew. And when you go adventure out, you can always select 2 of these guys to be with you at any point in time, and they'll help support you in both the combats and in the interactions with other people. They'll always be speaking their mind and helping you understand the viewpoints of the world. I really like how we express character growth and progression in our games, and we're doing something kind of unique for the Outer Worlds with our flaw system. Say you're going through different combats, you're taking a lot of hits to the head. Well, eventually the game will be kind of monitoring what you're doing and offer you a flaw to say okay, would you like to take a permanent concussion? You might even have a harder time as you're taking hits to the head, but you'll get an additional perk that you can use to grow your character in another realm. And not only that, but once you have this, say you take a permanent concussion, you'll actually start seeing that in the conversations moving forward. Even your companions will start reacting to you, being like, oh, Captain over there doesn't have all of his, his circuitry moving. So things like that are really cool because it shows the game is kind of reacting to you. And it's another way of role-playing where you can start building your character through the actions, and the world is kind of responding to you. And we're looking for those types of things. It's a type of character growth that we haven't really seen a lot of before. I'm super excited about this coming to the Switch because it kind of blends two of my passions. I've been a lifetime Nintendo fan ever since I was 3. I've had the NES all the way through every single console and every single handheld. And yeah, I mean, I love role-playing games, to be honest. I've been working on role-playing games for over a decade now, and I'm super excited to be able to take the type of experience that we have and be able to finally play it like on a handheld platform. Today we can play a full experience on the go, anywhere you want. And something like the Outer Worlds, hopefully we can find a new audience for people that may not have even had these types of experiences before. Following the launch of the other platforms, the Outer Worlds will be coming to Nintendo Switch. Stay tuned for more info at theouterworlds.com.
Okay, so this is made by Obsidian, which Microsoft owns at this point, but obviously the Outer Worlds was in development before they were acquired. A couple other things with this, guys, is that this is made by this is being partnered by Virtuos, so Virtuos is developing this game. So that means Virtuos, for those who don't know, they did Dark Souls, they did LA Noire, they did Final Fantasy 10/10-2, and I think they also did Final Fantasy 12. So they're pretty damn. Virtuos is pretty damn good. I'd say they're right behind Panic Button. I think it's Panic Button, then I think it's Virtuos in terms of the next like Switch porting company, and then maybe like Iron Galaxy, maybe is like right there with them. Iron Galaxy is really good because they did Skyrim and they also did Diablo 3. So Iron Galaxy is right there as well. So not bad at all. I mean, I like Fallout, or at least I used to like Fallout, I'm not as big on these type of first-person, type of RPGs anymore. But I'll check it out on the Switch. I'll check it out just for review purposes or whatever the case is. I think the game comes out sometime this year on PS4 and Xbox One, so we'll see if it comes out later this year on Switch too, because it's going to follow the release. Virtuos is probably working super hard on this one, but I'll tell you guys this once, and I'll tell you guys this again, and I'll probably talk about it in my next video. The Switch is getting stuff like this because of the sales. Switch would never get, they never even try to do this if Switch wasn't selling as well as it is. Nintendo has a very good opportunity to get some games like this. So like stuff like The Witcher 3, stuff like this game, Doom Eternal, it's not going to get everything. And even next generation, you're going to see games and they're going to say, oh, there's a Switch version of this game. And obviously it's not going to look anywhere near as good or run anywhere near as good as the other platforms, but it's going to pop up because the Switch is going to have system unit sales. That's the reason why. If you've noticed heading into this next generation, there's going to be a lot of stuff on resolution 4K, but the same engines. They're still going to use Unreal Engine 4. They're still going to be using Unity. They're still going to be using the same engines that they're using now because game development is getting too expensive. It's already been too expensive, but now it's getting ridiculously expensive. So they're not going to do anything that's going to drastically increase the price of how to develop games. Even then, Sony is still worried about that with this whole U.S. tariffs thing going on and all that, and they're prepared to raise the price to maybe even $500 for the PS5 because of the issues that are going on with the economy and also with the cost of development. I mean, it seems like they're being a little bit stingy with dev kits for the PS5 because resources are limited. What we're hearing, I guess, kind of like rumorish, banterish that's going around that like a lot of smaller developers that got PS4 dev kits aren't getting PS5 dev kits right away because resources are so limited because there is uncertainty in terms of the cost of this PlayStation and the economy when it comes down to it. So I mean, it's just it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how this next gen shakes up overall. So anyway, that's that. So we're gonna move into random Q&A, guys. If you guys have questions, I've got answers for you. Tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions on anything that we spoke about today in this stream, or if you want to just talk about stuff. I've got 30 minutes, a solid 30 minutes. I'm so happy about myself. I actually didn't deviate so much. We covered, how many topics did we cover today? We covered Smash, we covered sales, we covered all these different topics, and we're at hour 30. I'm proud of myself. Anyway, see, now you guys know why I kind of like move you guys on when you guys ask me questions, I say, hey, stay on topic. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into your questions. Whoever ported Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch did really good too. That was a Shiver, which that was their first port. So I mean, definitely was not bad. Definitely was not bad. But definitely Virtuos and some of the other developers have more experience than Shiver. Cuphead is selling and sold extremely well on the Switch. I think Outer Worlds Switch port will be early 2020 game. Well, when's the PS4 and Xbox One version come out? Let's see here. PlayerEssence. I remember paying 100 CAD for Super Nintendo games when I was a kid. The games are a lot more cinematic. It costs a lot more to produce, and they're at 79 CAD here. Yeah, exactly. It could be more than that once PS5 comes out. Justin McMullen says, as much as I love Nintendo, I'm tired of having the graphics conversations every year. I wish that we could see Nintendo be out of that conversation at least one more generation. So what do you suggest for them to do then, Justin? Kieran Buckley says, how many hours have you put into Three Houses? I think maybe 12 or 15 hours, somewhere in that range. Junaid says, have you ever thought about doing game segments like guess the game, quote, example, you must defeat my sure you can stand a chance from Street Fighter? I'll be honest, I've never thought about that because that's cheesy as hell. That's quite possibly the cheesiest thing that I've heard for a live show to do. But I think it might be fun, but that's extremely cheesy. So no, I haven't thought about that, but maybe we'll do it at some point. Let's see here. Chupacabra says, any thoughts on Ultimate PGR if you've checked it out? I have not checked out I think I checked out the top 41 through 50, but I haven't, or top 25 or 25 through 50. I think I saw that. I know I saw Nakat at 26, but I haven't seen the rest of the PGR. You want to give me some notables on there, Chuba? John Duncan says, I'm going to send in my stick drift Joy-Cons to Nintendo. How long will it take for them to return them to me? I don't know. Shouldn't take too long. Fireblast says October 25th is when Outer Worlds out on PS4 and Xbox One and PC. So maybe it comes out December. Maybe they do January. We'll have to wait and see. Disallowed Moose says, you're back to streaming on YouTube. Actually, I'm not. This is actually Twitch. So no, I don't know what you're talking about. Angel Page says, oh, okay, you're talking about PS5. Danny Skelling says, do you think Sony will take another shot at a handheld? It's a big market in Japan. No, they won't take another shot at a handheld. No, I don't think so. And in Japan, the market's there, but it's not. I don't think you can win up. I don't think you can make a portable PS5 and make it affordable. So that's what you'd have to do. You'd have to make a system that essentially plays PS5 games on the go. So you can play your PS5 games and you can also play, it's no problem. You'd have to make it to where it can interchange easily. And I just don't think Sony's going to make a device like that that's affordable. Let's see here. Apparently Nintendo covers fast shipping, so you shouldn't take long. Okay, yeah, there you go. It shouldn't be more than a week. 4 days for your Joy-Con, so there you go. 4 days. Doesn't seem too bad. Keep the questions coming, though, guys. My boys and girls, keep the questions coming. We're on UTwitch. Exactly. UTwitch. Mr. Pete 1985 says, you order your Switch Lite, pre-orders went up today. No, I did not, because pre-orders did not go up on Best Buy. And that's where I'm going to order it from. So once they go up on Best Buy, I'll pre-order one. Dennis Kelling says, why do people say that Switch is expensive at $299 USD when the same people will change their iPhone for $1K a pop each year? I would pay the big bucks for a real performant handheld. I think it's because phones are different, because that's like a lifestyle type of thing. Phones do so much for you in terms of real life communication. You kind of need your phone, so it's considered more valuable than a video game device where you have to pay $60 a pop for software. So I think that's the biggest thing. Matthew Campos says, you do kind of have saying quotes on the channel, Naruto Jutsus. Yeah, but he was I do have that, but he was talking about like a game show type of thing where I say, hey, guess this quote. You know, you must defeat Shenlong to have a chance against me, or whatever, you know, stuff like that. So that's what he was saying. But yeah, I have sayings, but that's only when something happens, you know. Let's see here. I'm watching you on YouTube, though. This is clearly not Disallowed Moose. This is clearly not YouTube. This is Twitch. I'm not streaming to both of them. I'm only streaming to one feed, and this is definitely Twitch that I'm streaming to. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Justin says Nintendo has the IPs to rule gaming. If they had a more powerful system, where you could play top third-party games, they would sit at the top easily. It's just a thought. Let me ask you a question, Justin McMullen. Do you really think that Nintendo could make a hybrid, if they're going to make a hybrid that's as powerful as the PS5? And what price would that be? So you're saying that if they had a more powerful system, so it'd have to be an ARM chip, a tiny little ARM chip that that has somehow, or x80. You can't even make x86. The x86 in terms of how you program it, it's big. You also need optical drives, so you'd also need an optical drive. So you couldn't do a hybrid. It'd have to just be a set-top box. So Nintendo had something like that. That was called the GameCube. The GameCube was more powerful than the PS2, right underneath the Xbox, and it played pretty much all third-party games. It got a lot of bigger third-party games, and it didn't sell as much as the PS2. It didn't sell as much as the Xbox. They actually got third place in that frame. So let's say they go back to the GameCube formula. Let's say they ditch the hybrid, and so they still have to make a portable system too. So they have to split their development costs between portable and home console. So you're saying that they'd sit atop easily on there because you can play everything, but they had that with the GameCube. So why didn't they sit atop easily with the GameCube then, if that was the case? Because they had a system that was the easiest to develop for. Outside of the original Xbox was the easiest because it was basically a PC, but the GameCube was right next to that with what it could do. And they had, like I said, the graphics. They had everything that they needed. They had a cheap price, a cheap system. Yet they did not win that generation. They actually got third place in that generation when it comes to overall sales. So you're saying that they'd have to split their development teams. They'd have to split their development costs again. They'd have to separate it because you can't have something as strong as the PS5 coming out next generation and also have it as a hybrid. That's impossible at this point, or your system's going to blow up in your hands, or it's going to cost, I don't know, $10 million. So what would you say that they would do? What would be your plan of attack with that? Because you can't make a hybrid. It'd have to be a normal set-top box. So what happens when you have to split games between the handheld and also the home console? How do you do this? Without making a system that maybe applies to casuals like a Wii and a DS or something like that. So let me know your plan of attack. You're saying that it's easy, that they can do it. Well, if they did it, what happens then? Just someone says, good point. No, I just want to know. I'm not trying to sit there and say that you're wrong, because I've heard this before. I just want to know what would be the plan that they would do. So, because I've heard so many people say that, and that's fine. I'd like to talk about it. This is a great time for us to discuss it. So, what's the plan? Because you can't have the system. You can't have it be a hybrid anymore if it's as strong as current generation systems. And if you want it to get everything the current generation systems get, you can't make it ARM. You can't. You have to make it exactly like the PS4. Xbox One and PS4 are exactly alike. There's some differences here and there, but for the most part, they're both x86 PCs in a box. Crappy PCs in a box. So you'd have to make it just like that. Therefore, it needs an optical drive. Or it needs no drive at all. But it would have to be a big set-top box. So therefore, you have to split the development cost. You'd have to make it portable, too, because you need a portable. So we're going back to the whole Wii U DS days, or whatever the case is. Or we're going back to the splitting games. Some games would come on the handheld. Some games would come on the home console. So yeah. Bro, you are not live on Twitch right now. This is totally Twitch, Michael. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. This is definitely Twitch. Let's see here. Just I just really would like to see their IPs look amazing and have great Nintendo gameplay. I think their IPs look amazing right now. I think Smash Brothers looks amazing. I think Fire Emblem looks amazing. I think a lot of their games look amazing. So, I mean, if it's not good enough for you, then I don't know what to tell you. But you can always buy PS4 and Xbox One and look at the games in 4K. If that's what's important to you. Let's see here. Because it looked like the GameCube did? That's the reason why? I don't think so. The Xbox looked like the original Xbox and the PS2 were ugly. The original PS2 was the ugliest looking thing one of the ugliest design systems that I've ever seen. What are your thoughts on Android for the Switch? Finally, can remote play PC games? Remake promised but never delivered. I to be honest, I don't really care too much about that, Danny. But it's cool for those who talk about it or who want it. What were we talking about? We were talking about Nintendo basically stopping making a hybrid and making a PS4 and Xbox One, or making systems just like Microsoft and Sony. So we have three systems that are all the same. And Justin was trying to say that, hey, well, if they did this, they could easily sell the most and sit atop of the gaming industry. But they already did that before, and they actually got last place. So they've done that before, and they got last place. And while GameCube is great, it has great first-party games. Like, I personally, I think Switch's games are better than GameCube's games so far. In terms of first party, I think Mario Odyssey is better than Sunshine. I think we've got stuff like Xenoblade, obviously. We've got so many cool first party games on the Switch that are great, you know? So that's just my opinion, though. Obviously, people have different opinions. The pre-orders for all the versions of Switch Lite and Pokemon are up on Best Buy. Are they? All right, I'll pre-order it later. Let's see here. Let's see. An ugly system sold a lot. PS2, it did. Breath of the Wild is better than Wind Waker. Breath of the Wild is better than Wind Waker. Absolutely. Let's see here. If you're on Twitch, then you're on YouTube too. I'm listening to this stream through my phone, YouTube app. Can you stream it both at the same time? I can stream both at the same time, Mitch. But the problem is that you don't understand that I'm not streaming. I know what I'm streaming on, and I'm telling you right now that I'm streaming only on Twitch. It's not on YouTube at all. So there must be a mistake on your end. I don't know how you're getting the feed on YouTube, but this is clearly Twitch. Let's see. Let's see. It isn't unthinkable that Nintendo and Nvidia could make a system as powerful as Scarlet and keep the hybrid factor. It would probably be very expensive. However, it's not needed and it isn't necessary. Well, the thing about it, of course, it's probable they could do it, but if you release a system, a hybrid that's going to be as powerful as the Scarlet, so that means it can do 4K and upscaled checkerboarded or upscaled. How expensive do you guys think a system like that is, and how much battery life do you guys think a system like that is going to possess? Like, what are you guys planning to pay for this thing? Like, what is the battery life going to be like? How hot is the system going to get? I'm not sure if it's possible at this point to get a portable that is that powerful for anything logical. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Auron with the $2 shimmy, and he says, Twitch boys. See, we on Twitch. Let's see. Lou Silver says, people are just not patient. There will be an option for better graphics, but don't expect 4K. The power race never ends, and it's not something Nintendo needs to bother getting into. Well, the power race, like I said, you can do the power race, and power doesn't mean you're gonna be successful. Power doesn't mean you're gonna get all the games. For example, Wii U was as powerful as PS3 and 360 and didn't get a lot of games that PS3 and 360 got, even though it was just as powerful. Why didn't it get it? Why didn't it get the game? So I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. Personally, me, just play the games, have fun with the games, enjoy the games for the gameplay. But if graphics bother you that much, then it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. If you think the games don't look good, if you think Mario Odyssey isn't good enough, or if you think, Fire Emblem isn't good enough in terms of the graphics, well, that's just too bad. It's unfortunate, but it's just what you got to deal with. Oh well, you'd have 30 minutes of battery life. Yeah, 30 minutes of battery life. 32 minutes with the Nintendo Switch 4K Pro. 32 minutes of battery life. $100,000 with 2 seconds of battery life. Yeah, imagine having that type of thing. Like, imagine having that. You can't even play. You've got $600 phones that can't even play Fortnite for more than like a couple hours, without basically draining the whole battery. How long do you guys think it's gonna have a 4K handheld? Somehow have a 4K handheld that lasts hours upon hours and hours, but it's not possible. So you'd have to make a dedicated system, which you could make, but then again, you'd have to split up your development. You'd have to split up your base in terms of games. Could Nintendo make a powerful system, then also make a handheld, and those games share? Absolutely. Absolutely, they could do that. But that would be tough because it would have to be separate architecture. Maybe you can do ARM in a home console. Maybe in a traditional home console, but I don't know if that's a thing. Let's see here. I am watching on YouTube too. I am confused. Are you confused? I don't know why you're confused, Arash. I have no idea why you're confused. You guys don't understand. This is definitely Twitch. I'm not really sure what you guys are talking about here. Karen Buckley says, as long as Nintendo keeps delivering great games, I don't care if the graphics are not on the same level as PS and Xbox. That's basically what I'm saying. If you want big graphics, PS4 and Xbox got big graphics. Unless like you don't like playing PS4 and Xbox One games, but obviously people who want graphics are obviously the people who want, who play PS4 and Xbox One and experience that. Just play PS4 and Xbox One. They're gonna have all the graphic stuff that you want. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you see with these games like PS4 and Xbox One, they focus on graphics. And I personally feel that the gameplay suffers because of that, because you've got to spend so much time on graphics. I haven't really had as much fun with any PS4 or Xbox One game that's heavy on graphics as some of my favorite Switch games. Like, there's no game like on PS4 and Xbox One that's like Odyssey or like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Like, look at all the big RPGs on the PS4 and Xbox One. Can you do the stuff that you can do in Legend of Zelda? Or do they have the physics? Do they have all that stuff? No, because they're focusing on making sure the graphics are top notch. They're focusing on 4K. So I think there's always a balance in, you know, in stuff. So I think that's personally my thought process. So if Nintendo even does make some super powerful system, that doesn't mean that it's going to look as good as PS4 and X or PS5 and the next Xbox, and also still have all the gameplay elements, because they might not be able to afford that, you know, or they not afford that, but they may not be able to have the time. How much time is it going to take to make a game like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but then make graphics in 4K or 8K? Like, is that reasonable? You know, I don't know. I'm not sure it is, but we'll have to wait and see. Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2's gameplay is press a button, he takes 3 years to respawn. Red Dead 2's gameplay is a little let's say a little dusty. a little dusty, if you don't mind. Red Dead 2's gameplay is a little people play that for the story. It's for the story, it's for the graphics. It's not for the gameplay. I'll tell you that right now. That gameplay is dusty, as in like old Western, you know, 1871, you know what I'm saying? Clint Eastwood, 5-shooter, yeehaws, Yosemite Sam, dusty. That is the damn dustiest damn game one of the dustiest games I've ever played. Jesus, man. Mensa Boateng, what's up, man? How's it going? Revolutionary controls, says Jetty. You're kicked on the statement, PS and Xbox games don't have longevity. I can think of many old Xbox games I'd like to play long term. No, I don't think, Justin, you're wrong. I think there's a lot of people who think just like you, Justin, which is, I don't think it's not an incorrect statement what you said. I don't think it's like you're wrong, you know? So don't think that I'm trying to sit here and say that you're wrong. I just wanted to explain my point of view. And like I said, I don't have a problem with people think that. If you think graphics are going to be like what carries Nintendo, that's fine. That's fine too, you know? Let's see here. Yeah. I mean, that gameplay is dusty, bruh. God dang, that is. Whew, man, people buy that stuff too, but hey, whatever. It is what it is. The issue with Red Dead is not the setup; it's the controls. It's so hard to take something on the table or a little. It would need a lot of improvement. That's what I'm saying. The controls, the gameplay, the game, how you play the game. The controls in the game, which gameplay is part of controls, how it plays, what you do, is just, it's dusty, man. It's laggy. It's dusty as hell. It's just not good. It's just not very good, man. But hey, the graphics are good. I think Red Dead Redemption is way better. Red Dead Redemption is way more responsive. Although Red Dead Redemption is still kind of garbage, and when it comes to controls, it's not as bad. It's actually a lot better. It's actually a lot better. You know. Cowboy Simulator with input delay. Playing Red Dead 2 on something feels like Brawl Online. Brawl Online, dude. Brawl Online's the best. What are you talking about? Joy, you can set up. OJ, coming back to Twitch? Or are we going to YouTube? No, we're actually on Twitch right now, my man. Joy, you can. We're on Twitch right now. How you doing today? Let's see here. Wolfenstein greater than Red Dead 2. Which Wolfenstein you talking about? You talking about Wolfenstein, the new Colossus? You talking about Wolfenstein 2? You talking about Wolfenstein Youngbloods? Wolfenstein, which Wolfenstein that you're talking about, my man? Which Wolfenstein you talking about? Wolfenstein 3D. The one with guns? They all have guns, Jetty. They all have guns. All of them have guns. They're all very cool big games with guns. What's going on with the Rash? Is the Rash upset? OJ and everyone is messing with me. I am on YouTube, not on Twitch, and he's not live on Twitch. I checked. Arash, this is what I need you to do, Arash. Bruh. I need you to check one more time if I'm live on Twitch or not. Check one more time, then come back, okay? I just want one more check. All right, just open up another tab, just check one more time, all right? One more time, and then we'll see. I'm pretty sure I'm live on Twitch, dude. I'm pretty sure I'm live on Twitch. Just check one more time. Please. Please just check one more time. Well, let's see here. Doom on the Super Nintendo has better controls than Red Dead. Doom's great on the Super Nintendo. People love Doom. They'll say, Doom, oh yeah, man, I was playing Doom. Shot the zombie, shot the freaking demon in the face. Oh, BFG. Doom is fantastic. It's such a great game, man. Oh, there's somebody behind me. Turn around. Oh my gosh. Twitch, YouTube, I don't know where I'm at. Yeah, man. Let's see. It's okay, OJ. I like your jokes. It's funny. Yeah, man. We out here. We out here with the jokes. We got jokes on jokes on jokes. Jokes on jokes on jokes. Some dude says, also completely random, but these support interactions between three houses are amazing. Currently with the blue lines, and man, I'm loving these characters. Nobody feels less important than the other. Yeah, the support interactions are great. Let's see. OJ, don't ever do that again. Did it again, TH3. I'll do it as much as I please. Actually, Smallville, we're actually only streaming on Twitch. I don't know what you're talking about, my man. It must be because you have a blank avatar that you don't understand this. But this is something that you're not understanding. You're not understanding that we are actually on Twitch. We're not on YouTube. I don't know. I don't get it. Why you guys keep on saying that? But hey, whatever. Thank you, Joy Yukin. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for coming out to the stream. I appreciate you saying that. What's your opinion on the Overlord franchise? I really like it, but would like a new game. It's been quite a while since the last one. I don't really care for it too much, or room. I don't really care for it. Dank meme, I don't know why you're typing in all caps, but the thing about that is that tournament organizers can simply just make whatever language you're playing, wherever you're from, you play in that language. Plain and simple. You don't change the language or change the stuff when it comes down to it. So, just you don't have to change. So yeah. That's what I would say for tournament organizers. Shout outs to Danny Skelling with the $5 donation, and he says, please play Doom theme and air shoot some Dooms. All right, let's do it. Or some demons. Air shoot some demons. All right. Let's do it. Doom theme. Let me see. Is this the one? Which Doom theme are you talking about? You talking about... Yeah, this one. This is the good one. Doom. This is the greatest game ever. I'm shooting so many demons in the face. This is so good. Yeah. When people talk about male power fantasy, this is it. Doom is the ultimate. I'm going around, I'm saving, I'm awesome, shooting people. Hentai Lover is back with the $1 donation. It says we are actually on Crunchyroll. We're on Crunchyroll. Not YouTube. Xenoblade 6 announced for the Atari 2600 and not the Xbox 360. Astral Chain will be the game of the month. Play Old Town Road featuring Young Thug. Hentai Lover is back. Boys. Definitely not playing Old Town Road. But thank you for the dollar donation, man. I appreciate it. OJ is a hater of Doom. I am not a hater. Dude, I'm talking about how great Doom is. What are you talking about, Doom? Doom. I'm talking about how great the game is. The game is fantastic, man. Best game ever. It's a Boy says, I'm lost. I'm on YouTube. You're definitely not on YouTube, It's a Boy. You're on Twitch. Have you not realized that? Out of all the Link games, what is your top 5 in the series? The Link games? I hope you're not talking about Legend of Zelda. I hope you're not talking about Legend of Zelda, Arash. That better not be what you just said. All the Link games. I hope that's a question. You're gonna tweet me. There's no need to tweet me. I already know what platform I'm streaming on, bro. We're definitely on Twitch right now, so there's no need to tweet me at all. I hope you're not talking about Legend of Zelda, Arash. Let's be clear about this. New camera? Nah, same camera. Arash is like, oh snap! Exit stage left. Oh my gosh. Let's just hope he was. I'm thinking you're talking about something else, right? So I mean, let's just put that aside. Let's just put that aside, Arash. You're not talking about Legend of Zelda, right? You said that's a time. No, we can't time out Arash. No, we're not timing him out. But that's very close. If he wasn't an Elite Ninja, that might be a timeout. If he wasn't an Elite Ninja, that might be a timeout. Let's see. I think he actually meant Zelda. We'll hear from let's hear from Arash. Did you mean Zelda? Tell the truth too. I'll know if you're lying. Oh, tell the truth. Tell the truth, Arash. Did you mean Zelda? Smallville says, why is Bethesda cheap? Only digital downloads, no physical media on the Switch. Well, Doom's physical. And Skyrim's also physical. I think Doom Eternal is going to be physical. I think Wolfenstein got a physical, but extra downloads. So, just depends on the game. Hentai Lover says, what's your favorite Birdo game or Link game? My favorite Birdo game is Super Mario Bros. 2, the American version. And my favorite Link game is... what is a game with... my favorite Link game? Wand of Gamelot. That's definitely my favorite Link game. I'm telling the truth. I love Zelda. So why'd you call it Link? Your favorite Link game? Why'd you call it that? Why'd you call it that, Arash? You were speaking about Zelda. Unfortunately, I cannot answer that question since you called Zelda games Link games and you didn't retract your message instantly. If you would have retracted your message, then I would have answered the question. But unfortunately, I'm going to give you 2 games. You're an Elite Ninja, so I'll give you 2 games and not 5. So I'll give you 2 instead for you calling it Link games. And I'll give you 1 troll answer. One troll answer is my favorite Link game is definitely Wand of Gamelot. So that's one of my favorite Link games. And then my actual favorite Zelda game is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So my favorite Link game is Wand of Gamelot. My favorite Zelda game is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Link the Faces of Evil is the best. It is, Jarmo. This is something that you don't have to apologize, Arash. We're just having a little bit of fun. We're having a little bit of fun. Don't take it so hard. Don't take it hard. We're having a little bit of fun. What's my favorite Samus game? That's a little bit different. To say Samus game, it doesn't hit the same. My favorite Metroid game, though, to be serious, my favorite Metroid game is probably Super Metroid. Super Metroid, because I beat that game like 5,000 times as a kid. So Super Metroid, and then next up is probably like Metroid Fusion. And then I'd probably say after Metroid Fusion would probably be like Metroid Zero Mission or Metroid Samus Returns. And then after that would probably be like the Prime games, Metroid Prime 3. I'm not gonna answer people that are like copycat and saying what's your favorite Pikachu game, what's your favorite, like I'm not gonna answer any more of those. My favorite Mario game, I can definitely answer that. My favorite Mario game is Mario Galaxy 2. That's my favorite Mario game, Mario Galaxy 2. and Mario 3. Those 2 games. Favorite 2D game is Super Mario Bros. 3. My favorite 3D game is Mario Galaxy 2. Favorite DKC game? Favorite DKC game is Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, and probably Donkey Kong the original, and then Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Like all of those. I don't know if I have like an order, but they're all probably Tropical Freeze and DKC 2 are my favorites. I disagree with Odyssey being better than Sunshine. I don't think Odyssey's better, or I don't think Sunshine is better than Odyssey. I think Odyssey's a much better game. Runs better, looks better, has more content. I mean, I don't really think Sunshine does anything better than Mario Odyssey, in my opinion, at least. Why do you think Luigi wasn't playable in Mario Odyssey? Because it's called Mario Odyssey, not Luigi Odyssey. Light is up for pre-order at Best Buy. I'm already aware of that. I'll pre-order it later. Favorite Mass Effect game? Mass Effect 2. Have you followed Dora on Twitter yet? Not yet. I'm looking forward to doing that probably on Thursday. Favorite non-Fire Emblem or Xenoblade RPG game? Chrono Trigger. Easy. Let's see here. Odyssey don't have Flood though. It doesn't, but there's a lot of things that Sunshine doesn't have that Mario Odyssey has. You know? Yo, what's up, ASAP, bro? So about this, bro. I saw those Fire Emblem pins from GameStop for $90 on OfferUp. I'm telling you, we're still giving away those pins too, guys. So you guys want to enter into that contest, that giveaway that we got? Those pins are rare, baby. Favorite version of Sega Bass Fishing? I played a Sega Bass Fishing game on the Dreamcast, like with the actual like fishing rod. That game was dope. Mario Galaxy 2 had Luigi playable, and he was garbage to play as him. It was a waste of time. Slipping and sliding all over the damn place. Am I a fan of combat sports? Yeah, I like MMA. I like John Jones, and I like Anderson Silva. Do you feel Fortnite is the plague of gaming more than Battlefield 2 loot crates? No, Fortnite's great for gaming. There's kids winning millions of dollars the other day in the Fortnite World Championship. That's great. This kid won $3 million for playing Fortnite. Another kid got 5th place, got $900K for playing Fortnite. That's a good thing. Omega Chase says, are you doing a giveaway for Astral Chain? I think you said it yesterday. Yes, I will be doing a giveaway for Astral Chain. I will start that up. August 1st will be the date that's posted in terms of the giveaway. Do you have high hopes for Death Stranding? I have no attachment to the Metal Gear games and would even go so far as to say I hate them. Just curious. I mean, I'm looking forward to trying it out, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, this game is going to be crazy. But I'm looking forward to seeing how it works out. It seems like a movie game, though. Danny Scum says, with Outer Worlds coming to Switch, do you think we could see Battletoads on Switch? Maybe, but I'm not really sure. Fortnite is reaching its ceiling, though. It doesn't matter if it's reaching its ceiling. It's a free-to-play game that many kids and people are playing and enjoying and having fun, and could potentially stop people from doing bad things like committing suicide or doing other stuff. It gives people something to do. It's a good game. It brings money into the economy. It makes kids realize their dreams. You know, at 16 years old, you win $3 million. That's great. Kids are realizing their dreams. He's probably going to be able to fund. That money's probably going to go a long way, you know, for him. So it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Fortnite isn't a bad thing. I just clown Fortnite because I think it's funny. I just make fun of, like, you know, some of the atmosphere around the game. But the game is good. It's not a bad thing for anybody. Fortnite, if you don't like it, then simply ignore it. But it's not a bad thing. It's a free to play game. You know, it's not even like it's paid. It's a free to play game. OJ, any games you are playing tonight? Yeah, we're playing Smash Brothers. TPNS says Fortnite isn't my cup of tea, but the kiddos enjoy their fads. I don't know if it's a fad. I think this is going to be around for a while. Are you ready? Are you ready for the Hero Smash server to be overloaded tonight? Yes, I am. I am ready. I am ready for the overloading of the servers, baby. Nettie's one says, I'm doing good, man. How are you? How are you doing today? Any chance of some Fire Emblem tonight after Smash? There could be. I'd probably have to end the stream right now, though. I can do Fire Emblem after Smash, but I'd have to get my video done for tomorrow morning. So, let's go ahead. I'm going to answer one more question. I'm going to answer Hunter's question. We'll do that. Have you heard that what time the Hero's dropping tonight? No, I haven't heard yet. It's just going to be tonight. We don't know what time it is, man. All right, so we are pretty much going to wrap this stream up. I can get Fire Emblem tonight after Smash, but I've got to finish my video. I've got to finish my video before I start streaming. So let me see if I can knock out a video for tomorrow morning in about an hour and a half or so. Then we'll come back with Super Smash Brothers. Okay, guys? So let me go. We're gonna go ahead and stop the stream for right now. Make sure you guys check out my latest video. It got buried. It got buried today because of all the Smash Brothers talk. But I had a video on Fire Emblem. So if you guys want more goodness, check out some. I did actually 2 videos today. I did my live reaction to the Hero. So make sure you guys check that out, and also the big UK sales of Fire Emblem. Check out those 2 videos, guys. If you have not seen them, make sure you watch them. Stop missing my videos, or I'm gonna be angry. So check out the videos. The first one that I linked is the Fire Emblem video. The second one that I linked is my live reaction to the Hero in Super Smash Bros. So if you missed either one of those, make sure you check them out. Okay, guys? All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you, Frank R, finishing the stream as the top stream ninja. Thank you guys so much for the donations today. I do appreciate all of you guys. Ipsters, Jonas Erickson, TH3, Aron, Skelling, Danny Skelling, Hentai Lover. Thank you guys for the donations. And we will see you guys soon. Remember, if you guys do want to play against me in Smash Brothers with the Hero tonight, you got to be a YouTube member, Twitch sub, or tier 2 or up on Patreon. So you can join up on any of those, and I will get games in against you guys tonight. So we'll see how that goes. But let me see if I can get this video knocked out, and then we might be able to play some Fire Emblem tonight too, okay? All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. We'll be back very soon with Hero gameplay for Super Smash Brothers. All right, guys, peace.